the first step in our social media moderation workflow, or competitor tracking, if that's what you want to do, you do you, is to go ahead and grab the posts automatically, right? So let's go ahead in our canvas and do that. Relatively simple. I'm going to add the first node to our canvas. We're going to use X or Twitter as our example. So click plus. I'm going to go into my node library. I'm going to search for Twitter, which is still what they call their developer platform. I'm going to add the Twitter scraper. And I've already authenticated. There's some steps in the guide that goes with this to walk you through it. Now the query, this is what the post needs to mention for me to retrieve it in my workflow. Now for me, this is going to be Gumloop's Twitter. So if anyone mentions us specifically, I want this node to retrieve that post. Speaking of posts, what I want to retrieve are the posts, the replies as well to anyone who mentions us, and retweets as well. Now, what do I want to output for each post? The post content, post author, follower count, and post URL. Those are all the available options, and I want all of them. And then the date range. Now, in our case, we don't want to grab posts from the last month. We want to go ahead and maybe do the last 12 hours. Now, this is important that depending on how often you want to moderate your social media platform, go ahead and update that. So if it's every hour, you can go ahead and grab it like that. And that's pretty much it. Now, if we click run, what Gumloop is going to go ahead and do is search Twitter for all posts that mention Gumloop. And we see we have 7 of them. We have 7 different posts. We have their post URL, post content, post author, and how many followers each one of those have. So that was an example for Twitter. How do we retrieve this post? And in future steps, we're going to go ahead and use AI to analyze them and send them to the right place. Let's do one more example. They're all a little bit different depending on what social medias you want to track. So in our case, let's do Reddit next. I already have the search. Let me do that again. There we go. Reddit. Grab that in. Now, Reddit has a concept of subreddits and queries. So if I want to just grab any mentions of Gumloop across all of Reddit, I'm going to go ahead and input the query. Let's sort this by new. And we can relative dates, right, in the show more options. Let's say the last month. Gumloop is not often mentioned on Reddit. Let's go ahead and run that. And it should try to find every single post that mentions the word Gumloop. We have 10 of them. We can see 10 posts and their titles. All of that is retrieved. Now, if instead you want to go ahead and grab all posts from a specific subreddit, let's go ahead and grab all posts from the Gumloop subreddit. If you keep query empty, it's going to grab all of them. So let's run that from the last month as well. Hopefully we have some. We have 1 post on Reddit. And now if you want to grab a specific query from a specific subreddit, you can go ahead and enter that here. And then it's going to go ahead and grab those posts. So that was 2 examples. We have our Twitter. Then we have Reddit. You can also use Discourse or Blue Sky directly from Gumloop. So that is how you retrieve your social media posts, whether that's your own, your competitors, or whatever it is that you want to track from the web. So in the next lesson, we're going to go ahead and do something with these. We're going to have AI analyze each one and tell us whether it's important to our team, maybe categorize it, and I'll see you there.